I had this amazing conversation with James about having your real estate license and being a real estate investor at the same time. And what are the advantages and disadvantages to each? And I think that there's huge advantages. There are also some disadvantages that maybe not everyone's talking about to having your real estate license as an investor. Let's first talk about the advantages, and then we'll talk about the things to watch out for and slight disadvantages. But advantages, one big obvious one is that you get access to the MLS. So you have access to all the properties that the realtors have access to. You also have access to all the educational opportunities that the realtors have. And while you're helping other people find deals, you're able to learn the market really well. Learn what buyers are looking for. Learn what properties are moving. Learn about each of the neighborhoods, and you're getting paid to learn. You know, if you're closing deals and helping people purchase properties, then you're getting paid and you're learning about what's working and what's not. Then you can compare that to the rental market and ideally work for some people that are flipping properties. So you can learn about that process, about what their budget is, who the crews are that they're using, how much it's costing them to renovate these properties. So there's massive advantages to having your real estate license. There is also the possibility of finding off-market deals as a real estate agent. You can connect and network with other real estate agents about what opportunities they have that might be off-market. So properties that aren't going to be on the internet, properties that other people aren't going to see. And those opportunities can be gold mines, especially if it's a property that has a lot of problems. So as real estate investors, we're problem solvers. And properties that have problems sometimes don't go on the market. You know, it could be a hoarder. It could be just a situation where the person does not want to put their property on the open real estate market. They don't want people walking through it. They don't want open houses, and they're open to selling. And that real estate agent network that you build, you could get a property that might be off the market that someone else couldn't get to. That's a huge advantage. So let's talk about the disadvantages of having your real estate agent license as an investor. The biggest one is just additional liability. So as a real estate agent in most states, I know for sure here in California, if you are investing in a property, then you have to disclose it to everybody that you have a real estate license. So there's a lot of disclosure that goes on. You also have to be careful that people don't feel like you're using your real estate license as an advantage to take advantage of them. So, you know, disclosing that you have your real estate license, that you are buying this property under market value because you're going to have to renovate it and the amount of work and time it's going to take. So you just have more disclosures, you have more forms, a lot more paperwork, especially here in California with the California Association of Realtors. There's a lot more paperwork if you're buying as a realtor. The advantage to that paperwork and all of that is that you could be getting a commission for purchasing. So you could actually be getting paid by the seller a commission if you're representing yourself as a buyer or you're representing your group of investors. And you could be getting paid to purchase this property. And so that's, you know, that kind of makes up for, I think, in my mind. So I have my real estate license and I've been an investor for 24 years now. And I think it's a good deal. I like it. But at the same time, sometimes I look at people that are investing in real estate that don't have a real estate license, and I see that they just have less hoops to jump through. They have less paperwork. Maybe they also have less liability. When you have a license, you are a pretty big target. Like, your license is public information, and people can file claims with the real estate board if they're upset with you. So there's all kinds of things to think about. But overall, I've made the decision that having my real estate license is an advantage for me, and as an investor, it's worth it. So if you are interested in getting your real estate license, or you have your real estate license, I would love to have a conversation with you about your brokerage and where you're at. There's some brokerages that are structured much more favorably towards real estate investors, and you can do transactions without even splitting with your brokerage. So you make a larger commission when you're buying your own properties. So I'd love to have that conversation with you about where you're at and evaluate what brokerage would be a good fit for you, or even teaming up with us. We have a global network, and we are referring out real estate investors. So again, if you're looking into getting your license now, or you have your real estate license, we would love to have that conversation with you. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you next time on the California Real Estate Investor Unplugged.